Welcome to the next part of Dracula. Jonathan writes in his journal on October 1st, 5 a.m. He is happy because Mina is healthy and strong. She stays behind while the men go to search for Dracula. Jonathan thinks Mina has already done an excellent job by collecting all the important information. Everyone is still thinking about Renfield. Quincy Morris believes Renfield wanted to help them. Dr. Seward is not sure because Renfield once called Dracula his master. Before entering Dracula's house, Van Helsing gives every man a silver crucifix, garlic flowers, a revolver, a knife, a small electric lamp, a piece of the sacred wafer. He warns them that Dracula is very strong and they must protect themselves. Lord Godalming also brings a silver whistle to call his dogs if rats appear. Dr. Seward opens the old front door with a skeleton key. The house is very dark and quiet. Everyone feels that someone may be watching them. The rooms are covered with thick dust and spider webs. Jonathan remembers the map of the house and leads everyone to the chapel. When they open the chapel, a horrible smell comes out. The air smells of blood, death, and decay. The group begins counting Dracula's earth boxes. There were originally 50 boxes. Now only 29 boxes remain. This means 21 boxes are missing. Jonathan thinks he sees Dracula's face in the shadows, but when he looks again, nobody is there. Suddenly thousands of rats appear. The rats fill the entire chapel. Lord Godalming blows his silver whistle. 3 terrier dogs arrive. At first the dogs are afraid, then they attack the rats. The rats quickly run away. The evil feeling inside the chapel also disappears. The group searches every room in the house. They find nothing except dust. The dogs are now calm, showing that Dracula is no longer inside. As morning comes, the hunters leave the house. Van Helsing locks the front door and keeps the key. Van Helsing says the night's mission was successful. No one was hurt. They found out that 21 earth boxes are missing. Mina did not have to see the terrible things inside Dracula's house. He also learns an important lesson. Dracula can call rats and wolves, but ordinary animals like dogs can still fight them. Van Helsing says the battle is not over, but the team has won the first round. Jonathan quietly enters his room. He finds Mina sleeping peacefully. She looks a little pale, but she is safe. Jonathan decides not to tell Mina anything about the night's mission. He believes the horrors are too painful for her. He hopes to tell her everything only after Dracula has been defeated. The next morning everyone sleeps late because they are very tired. Mina is unusually exhausted. When she wakes up she looks frightened as if she has had a bad dream. Jonathan lets her rest. He plans to search for the missing earth boxes by following the places where they were moved. Van Helsing visits Renfield alone. He hopes to learn something useful. Instead, Renfield becomes angry. He insults Van Helsing and calls him an old fool. Renfield refuses to answer any questions. Van Helsing leaves. Disappointed. The men agree that Mina should stay away from the dangerous mission. They believe they are protecting her. Quincy Morris and Lord Godalming continue searching for the missing earth boxes. Dr. Seward finishes his hospital work before meeting the others later. Mina notices that Jonathan is hiding something from her. She knows he is doing it because he loves her. Still, it makes her feel sad. She continues writing in her diary so Jonathan will always know she never kept secrets from him. Mina blames herself for Lucy's death. She thinks that if she had never gone to Whitby, Lucy might still be alive. She cries in private but decides to smile in front of Jonathan so he will not worry. Mina ends her diary feeling lonely and worried. She trusts Jonathan and the others, but she does not like being left out. While the hunters continue their dangerous search for Dracula, Mina quietly carries her own burden of fear, guilt, and hope. Mina cannot remember exactly how she fell asleep. She hears dogs barking loudly, Renfield shouting and praying. Then everything suddenly becomes silent. She looks out of the window. Outside is dark and quiet. A strange white mist slowly moves across the grass toward the house. Mina feels frightened. The mist gets closer and closer. Soon it reaches the walls of the house. Renfield shouts even louder, as if he is begging someone. Then Mina hears people struggling with him. She becomes so scared that she hides under her blankets. After that, she falls asleep. In her dream, Mina waits for Jonathan. She cannot move her body. The room becomes cold and full of thick white fog. The fog does not enter through the window. Instead, it slowly comes through the cracks around the door. The mist gathers into a tall white column. Inside the fog she sees a small red light. Soon the red light becomes two glowing red eyes. Mina suddenly remembers Jonathan's story about the vampire women in Dracula's castle. She realizes the dream may be connected to Dracula. Finally, she sees a pale white face coming out of the fog. She faints in the dream. When she wakes up, she decides it was only a terrible nightmare. She thinks she may ask Dr. Seward or Van Helsing for medicine if the dreams continue. The next night Mina sleeps without dreaming. However, she wakes up feeling very weak. She spends most of the day resting. Later, Renfield asks to see her. This time he is calm and kind. When Mina leaves, Renfield kisses her hand and asks God to bless her. His kindness makes Mina cry. Jonathan and the other men spend the day searching for clues. Mina tries to cheer them up. Later they ask her to go to bed early. Before sleeping, Mina asks Dr. Seward for a mild sleeping medicine because she has not been sleeping well. He gives her a gentle sleeping drink. After taking it, Mina suddenly worries. She fears that if danger comes during the night, she may not be able to wake up. As sleep slowly takes over, Mina writes, "Good night." Mina believes she is only suffering from bad dreams and exhaustion. She does not realize that the strange white mist, the glowing red eyes, and the pale face may be signs that Dracula has already come dangerously close to her. This ends the next part of chapter 19 and prepares the story for one of the novel's biggest turning points.